Test, test. We're good. Okay, folks. Welcome in, welcome in. We're trying something new today. Let's see if this noti goes out. Oh, here we go. This is certainly something different for old AJ. Okay. As people start to make their way in, I just want to say welcome everybody. Happy Friday. Hi Jordan. Welcome in, buddy. We're trying something new. We're trying something unique. While I was hanging out with some of my friends over the weekend, we talked about how it might be a fun idea if we added some reading. Added some reading into streams, and it could be called AJK Reads. And I was like, this is a good idea. Admittedly, not the best reader, not the best orator, not the best storyteller. But this is how you get better, in my opinion, is practice, is consistency, hopefully. Hopefully we can get that. And hopefully it's just a fun experience for everybody, whether you're just listening to, stories and learning that way, or maybe it's just nostalgia for you. That could be fun. Better reader than me. I don't know about that, buddy. You should see how slow I read. But that being said, we're gonna jump into it because I don't want to bore anyone more than I already do on regular streams. But we're gonna read some of Frog and Toad Together. Something that I feel like could be good. Sorry, the brightness is so high in here. If there are any audio issues at any point, please just let me know in the chat. I'm not gonna be reading chats as I read, or redeems for that matter. But after I'm done with either a chapter or like just a section, whatever, then I'll read chats. We can discuss the story, and I'll go through redeems and chats. I'll go through redeems and chats at the end. Okay? That being said, let's jump into it really quickly. I'm already talking too much, so. Also, if the music is distracting, let me know. It's just a little bit of allegedly stream safe lo-fi. Hopefully we don't get muted. Alright. So we've got 5 stories. Starting on page 4, we've got a list. If this becomes like a regular series, I did lag a little bit there. I don't know what's causing that. It says my stream is unstable, which is just like me. If this becomes a regular series, I might get a camera that overlooks like the book, so you guys can read along. Right now, we're not that deep into it. Who knows if we'll like it. So, without further ado, a list. Frog and Toad Together. One morning, Toad sat in bed. "I have many things to do," he said. "I will write them all down on a list so that I can remember them." Toad wrote on a piece of paper, "A list of things to do today." Then he wrote, "Wake up." "I've done that," said Toad, and he crossed out "wake up." Then Toad wrote other things on the paper. "A list of things to do today. Wake up. Eat breakfast. Get dressed. Go to Frog's house. Take walk with Frog. Eat lunch. Take nap. Play games with Frog. Eat supper. Go to sleep." "There," said Toad. "Now my day is all written down." He got out of bed and had something to eat. Then Toad crossed out "eat breakfast." There's pictures too. I don't want to make anybody miss out on the pictures. Toad took his clothes out of the closet and put them on. Then he crossed out "get dressed." Toad put the list in his pocket. He opened the door and walked out into the morning. Soon, Toad was at Frog's front door. He took the list from his pocket and crossed out "go to Frog's house." Toad knocked at the door. "Hello," said Frog. "Look at my list of things to do," said Frog. Oh, I'm sorry. said Toad. Oh, said Frog. That is very nice. Toad said, my list tells me that we will go for a walk. All right, said Frog. I am ready. Here's your photo. Frog and Toad went on a long walk. Then Toad took the list from his pocket again. He crossed out, take walk with Frog. Just then there was a strong wind. It blew the list out of Toad's hand. The list blew high up into the air. Help! Cried Toad. My list is blowing away! What will I do without my list? Hurry, said Frog. We will run and catch it. No, shouted Toad. I cannot do that. Why not? Asked Frog. Because, wailed Toad, running after my list is not one of the things that I wrote on my list of things to do. Frog ran after the list. He ran over hills and swamps, but the list blew on and on. At last, Frog came back to Toad. I am sorry, gasped Frog, but I could not catch your list. Blah, said Toad. I cannot remember any of the things that were on my list of things to do. I will just have to sit here and do nothing, said Toad. Toad sat and did nothing. Frog sat with him. After a long time, Frog said, Toad, it is getting dark. We should be going to sleep now. Go to sleep, shouted Toad. That was the last thing on my list. Toad wrote on the ground with a stick, go to sleep. Then he crossed out, go to sleep. There, said Toad. Now my day is all crossed out. I'm glad, said Frog. Then Frog and Toad went right to sleep. Alright, that's it. That's it for a list. Welcome in, everyone. Wow, this is quite the crowd. It's making your head hurt. I'm sorry, Jordan. I'm sorry. It's a level 2 reading with help, so it's, it's a toughie. I don't know. That was pretty quick, guys. I didn't realize I didn't pre-read, I swear. I probably read when I was like 20 years ago. Should we do another? Should we do another? It was much quicker than I thought. More Toad and Frog, please. Okay. As long as everybody's okay with that, we'll do another chapter. Do you guys like seeing the pictures too? Because I feel like I can't really do the art that's in there. Another headache persists. Gotta live that nostalgia. Okay, let's do another. Let me know if you guys want to see pictures. If you don't, I'll stop showing them. All right. Second story of Frog and Toad together. The garden. Frog was in his garden. Toad came walking by. What a fine garden you have, Frog, he said. Yes, said Frog. It is very nice, but it was hard work. I wish I had a garden, said Toad. Here are some flower seeds. Plant them in the ground, said Frog. And soon you will have a garden. How soon? asked Toad. Quite soon, said Frog. Toad ran home. He planted the flower seeds. Now seeds, said Toad, start growing. Toad walked up and down a few times. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head close to the ground and said loudly, Now seeds, start growing! Toad looked at the ground again. The seeds did not start to grow. Toad put his head very close to the ground and shouted, Now seeds, start growing! Frog came running up the path. What is all this noise? He asked. My seeds will not grow, said Toad. You are shouting too much, said Frog. These poor seeds are afraid to grow. My seeds are afraid to grow? Asked Toad. Of course, said Frog. Leave them alone for a few days. Let the sun shine on them. Let the rain fall on them. Soon your seeds will start to grow. That night, Toad looked out of his window. "Drat," said Toad. "My seeds have not started to grow. They must be afraid of the dark." Toad went out to his garden with some candles. "I will read the seeds a story," said Toad. "Then they will not be afraid." Toad reads a long story to his seeds. All the next day, Toad sang songs to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad read poems to his seeds. And all the next day, Toad played music for his seeds. Toad looked at the ground. The seeds still did not start to grow. "What shall I do?" cried Toad. "These must be the most frightened seeds in the world." Then Toad felt very tired, and he fell asleep. "Toad, Toad, wake up," said Frog. "Look at your garden." Toad looked at his garden. Little green plants were coming up out of the ground. "At last," shouted Toad, "my seeds have stopped being afraid to grow." And now you will have a nice garden too," said Frog. "Yes," said Toad, "but you were right, Frog. It was very hard work." Alright, and that's it for garden. What did you guys think? I need to figure out distinct voices for Frog and Toad, so that I can really lean into the characters. Yeah. Since my main factory work with a shutdown. Oh, okay. We might be getting off early. If I'm available, yes, I would love to play a game tonight. Depends on what time. Totally depends on what time. Hopefully you're off like really early. That would be dope. Alright. Yes or no to another Frog and Toad story, or if we should call it Raps on Reading. We have 3 more in this book. We clearly do not need to finish the book. Cheesy pretzel crust is back at Little Caesars. Oh, I haven't had Little Caesars in so long. Yeah. Alright, we need one more. We need a second for that, vote. Come on, man. I'm chasing that nostalgia dragon. One more Mr. AJK streams that I can do. Okay, we got 3 yeses. That's a majority if I'm the tiebreaker. Alright, and I say yes. Alright, this one is called Cookies. Frog and Toad together. Toad baked some cookies. "These cookies smell very good," said Toad. He ate one. "And they taste even better," he said. Toad ran to Frog's house. "Frog, Frog," cried Toad. "Taste these cookies that I have made." Frog ate one of the cookies. "These are the best cookies I have ever eaten," said Frog. Frog and Toad ate many cookies, one after another. "You know, Toad," said Frog, with his mouth full, "I think we should stop eating. We will soon be sick." "You are right," said Toad. "Let us eat one last cookie, and then we will stop." Frog and Toad ate one last cookie. There were many cookies left in the bowl. "Frog," said Toad, "let us eat one very last cookie, and then we will stop." Frog and Toad ate one very last cookie. "We must stop eating," cried Toad, as he ate another. "Yes," said Frog, reaching for a cookie. "We will need power." We need willpower." "What is willpower?" asked Toad. "Willpower is trying hard not to do something that you really want to do," said Frog. "You mean like trying not to eat all these cookies?" asked Toad. "Right," said Frog. Frog put the cookies in a box. "There," he said. "Now we will not eat any more cookies." "But we can open up the box," said Toad. "That is true," said Frog. Frog tied some string around the box. There, he said. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Frog got a ladder. He put the box up on a high shelf. There, said Frog. Now we will not eat any more cookies. But we can climb the ladder and take the box down from the shelf and cut the string and open the box, said Toad. That is true, said Frog. Frog climbed the ladder and took the box down from the shelf. He cut the string and opened the box. Frog took the box outside. He shouted in a loud voice, "Hey birds, here are cookies!" Birds came from everywhere. They picked up all the cookies in their beaks and flew away. Now we have no more cookies to eat, said Toad sadly. Not even one. Yes, said Frog, but we have lots and lots of willpower. You may keep it all, Frog, said Toad. I'm going home now to bake a cake. And that's it. That's it. I think maybe we should save the other two stories for another time. I think that might be a good idea. Dragons and Giants and The Dream are the last two stories, and I fear that we don't want to get too ahead of ourselves. How many pages did we get through? Oh, well, I'm going to make brownies now, said Bard. This is what I needed today. I'm glad, Sleepy Weasel. It's great. Oh, man, I'm not gonna lie, the nostalgia's hitting some Frog and Toad. I think we all need a little Frog and Toad in our lives sometimes. For that reason, I think I'll keep it stowed. What did we think? Thoughts on potentially doing this as a series? I do think, I hate to say this, I feel like children's books are the best stories to read on stream. Because, you know, it's quick, it's gets to the point. I would think that we would want to have like a full story all in one stream and not split it up. Childhood nostalgia, and my wife is making brownies. W Friday stream, let's go. Definitely think Cozy Friday reading streams would be awesome. I don't know if they'll be every Friday. Well, maybe during the summer we could. Maybe during the summer after I get off work on Fridays. Might be a nice, it would be nice if I actually did something consistent with stream every week instead of just being sporadic as I do. Alright. If people like it, I think maybe we'll continue to do it. Maybe we'll try. Maybe we'll finish this out next week, or maybe just cozy reading streams of the sort. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna guarantee it'll always be on Fridays at this point, but it'd be nice if you could kind of depend on it a little bit to some extent. I say that as in a few weeks I'm definitely not gonna be able to on a Friday. On one Friday. Okay, well the feedback seems good. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I certainly did. It's the pictures surprisingly nostalgic, you know? Like it's just masterpiece. Masterpiece indeed. Okay, that being said, I'm gonna wrap this one and then I'm gonna start playing something on stream. I just don't know what yet. So I will see you within 5 minutes. Does that sound good? I hope within 5 minutes. Alright, thank you guys for watching. Hear me out. Okay, we gotta hear me out coming. We can't end quite yet. Fortnite. Is Bard available? Is Bard available too? Or do you want a duo? Or... I'm actually down, so... Are you able to do party chat by chance? She's working. Oh, we could duo. We could duo. Heck yeah. Yeah, let's get some Winstons in the chat. Oh yeah. All right, I'll play a little Fortnite. Party chat's acting up. Well, in that case, all right, we can just try to run stream on through Discord then. All right, we're wrapping here for this part of the stream, and then we'll be on Fortnite hopefully shortly. That being said, remember, the world needs you. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. And as always, it's just a pleasure to be with you guys. I love it. So, all right, see you soon. Take care. We rapping like Toad did with that box of cookies. Yeah, well, we know how that story ends. All right, bye, guys.